As manager in here.
Hello guys. Okay, sweet. I'm with you. Sorry.
All the time. When you know.
Hello guys. As you can see, I'm enjoying myself. Not be small thing.
Battered face.
Sweet, I'll show you. See my hobby. Say hi. It's so funny. He's a battered face. Don't mind him more. Man, this is Apollo low. So you always let Apollo do to me. Apollo dealt with me, as in Jesus is Lord. So I'll be using hot water, stroke salt remedy, My dear, if you see my face as of yesterday, my dear, my eyes cannot open to the glory of God. It cannot open today. That means it's working. It's working. So you guys should just stay tuned. I will show you step by step. At least first day, second day, the third day. I believe it will be better than today. So as you can see, my eyes now is a little bit better than yesterday.
Your eye don't dirty.
My eye don't dirty. Water.
Apollo has polarized you. Battered your face like batten butter.
So my dear, I came for my husband's art exhibition. He's an international artist, well-known artist in global art field. I'm so amazed to be his one and only super woman. Love you, sweetheart. So I came for his art exhibition
with this battered face.
That will show you the amount of love.
If they ask me what happened, they say, "God, did you beat your wife?"
I don't know, my dear. I've been wearing black.
I will tell them that my wife first beat. My wife beats me before I beat her back. You see my own too. Also have that pole.
See my husband's own too.
It's
very reddish.
But now see, it's clear.
His own is clearing.
Honestly, it's clear.
So the remedy is really working. It's really working, my dear. So, excuse me, it's not what you will joke with. It may not be you. I'm not praying that it will be you, but you may jam a friend that is having this Apollo. It's not something that I will pray for someone to have. Don't experience it.
So you can pray for your enemy.
Go for it.
Like they will not see you.
That's why you'll be crying uncontrollably. So, my dear, that's just it. Wow, I'm really enjoying myself. It's my hobby. So after, I'll take you guys round to see the artistic, the nature, the real natural, the real natural of this
the aesthetics of this place.
Okay, the aesthetics of this place. So I'll take you guys round. Yes, step by step we'll go. So stay tuned. Bye bye.
To work in the last 2 years, thank you. Yeah. So my name is Samuel Noron, and the theme of this exhibition is emotional catch. So in this body of work, I'm very interested in this idea of wrapping and unwrapping, the idea of bubbles, what it means to be trapped in bubbles, what it means to have a facade, what it means to be in bubbles. So looking at bubble as a form, and also looking at the material and Ankara fabric as also something that is authenticity, something that is uncertain, given the history of how it came into Africa and a lot of history. So I don't want to go into the history. So this fabric informs the identity of Africa. It informs who we are, and sadly enough, it it's not African, it's European. it is from Indonesia, but then we've Africanized it. That's what makes us African, because we have a way of making things fit in our culture. We have a way of growing things in our culture. So it also informs this idea of bubble. So being in bubble means to store, to store. It means to keep secret. It means to keep in one's secret. It means to keep in one's emotions, to keep in one's personality. That is what bubble means. And having that include, it shows individuality, it shows people, it shows how people can get connected, how people can be trapped in that personality thing, how our identity can be reviewed and all that. So in each of these body of work, I'll just give a very short explanation. Here we have holding on a little longer. So in this particular piece, I was also interested in this idea of fisherman's net. When you throw a net in the water, you catch. So it also informs the theme, emotional catch. So when you throw up a net in the water, it catch. So that idea of catching is like catching individual, catching people's dream, catching cultures, catching ideas. So it's kind of connecting them. Then there's this idea of throwing a stone in the water, and it forms a funnel like a splash. So in this piece, I tend to do a reversal where we have bindu. There's also this kind of migration thing when you want to travel. It's called bindu. You just put on your clothes and tie the property. You hang them on your shoulder. You move. So it's an idea of migration and the idea of people crossing over. So falling inside or falling into that river means being trapped. And why can't we hold on a little longer? Why can't we hold on for a while? Why can't we stay and develop wherever we are? Why can't we make impact? So that is the idea, and most of you find the bubbles being busted like an explosion. So it's this idea of I'm tired of staying in the bubble. I want to show my real self. I'm tired of being wrapped. Yeah, and the net itself is like a transatlantic thing where you connect. It's more like web, like connecting. It's this idea of connecting from one region to the other, just like the idea of the Accra coming from, the fabric coming from Indonesia, going to Europe, coming to Africa, and recently being mass-produced in China. So you find this connection from one point to the other, forming web. So there are a lot of stories to be said here, but other ones for us. Here is unveiled identity. This piece is also a facade from the far, this material here is part of the fabric, but I intentionally had to expose this material for the wrapped thing. And this idea of truth and conspiracy has also been part of my work from the start, where I was thinking about the 2020 events that happened in 2020. You have a lot of conspiracies and truth and conspiracy. You have the Black Lives Matter, you have the Nigerian electoral, you have COVID-19. So there are a lot of conspiracies about that. So it began to inform the way I think. I think it had a way of shaping my work and also shaping my thoughts. So I had to think of how something can be unveiled, but then from afar it looks good. But when you come closer, you're like, oh, this is it. So it's like our personality, our reaction to people. From afar, we tend to read people from the way they are. But when we come close, we understand why they behave, how they do, or why they behave like the way they do. So this is to inform that idea. So behind at this point, we have fertile soil. In this So that also informs the idea. And in this point, I was looking at fertile soil, high calorie soil. How can we still be busted? How can we still have those landmarks? How can we still retain our path, but then we are fertile? So at the mid, my intentionally had to use the green there to prevent the fertility of the soil. Having water, having mountains, having a lot of things, but then we can still be fertile. So at this point, I have droplets, droplet becoming fluid. And in this case, I was also interested in this idea of little droplet intuition. By the time you turn to the other side, it looks like a vagina, which is this idea of the sperm dropping into it and it becomes a full flesh. So it's like a little sperm and egg forming into the human form. So a little drop is forming a bigger kind of water droplet on this. So this point, I have sunrise afterthoughts. Is this idea of after rain sunshine, and looking at how things fade away as the morning comes. You see joy comments in the morning, weeping may endure for the night, joy comments in the morning. So it's like, and the fabric we're actually very much choosing in this case. You find flowers, little flowers there, showing the risen sun, showing the rise of the morning, showing then after the darkness now shows reshaping away that part which comes in separate form, like not being together. So it's showing that we've shaded away that part. Then at the top we have this togetherness, the strength in unity. By the time we come together, we make the sunshine at this point, and that becomes that. At this point, we have stone shakers. In this case, I'm very much interested in this idea of they said we can move mountains. And how do we move mountains? We can't really move mountains, but we can shake these mountains. By the time we break these mountains, we have them in beats by beats, and with these beats we can actually we can move them now to a newer site. So that's just the idea on that piece. So at the entrance we have waving around the other side of the entrance, by the left, and we also have I'm trying to remember that piece. Yeah, basket, yes. So it's also an idea of August meeting and the kind of fabric we use during this August meeting and the euphoria that happens within that context. Yes. So I just have a little where I did this afternoon preparation for this. So I read. The sun is sinking down in paradise. The wind keeps whispering. I cannot help but wonder if I will never cross. Keep coming to me loud and clear, wrapped in bubbles of myself. I keep wondering when it will be. A part within my heart that unveils my identity in facade. Moving mountains, dense and resistant like a stone shaker. A wild wind waving around in space. In time of dismay, I shall go up and search because it is necessary. Vaccine in deep pieces of the divine, gradually becoming one, droplet becoming few on fertile soil. I shall continue holding on a little longer. So this encapsulates the whole idea of